Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. Today the portal, it's glowing gold. That beam of light shooting towards the sky. We're going to see if we can pull some gold here today. We've got 5 sacred shards saved up. Spent most of them last weekend pulling for Rotos, I think on Monday. But we got a few left over for today. Going into the Karato Foxhunter, the Champion Chase tournament, we need to get 2,200 points to get this guy. It's quite a lot of points. I think actually, I'm recording this a day early. I think I'll probably put up a poll and see how many people, so go vote on that in the community tab on the channel, how many people are still able to do this fusion, considering it's been pretty rough in terms of points, especially on these summoning events. Here, by the way, I gave this tip before in my free-to-play and low-spend guide to the fusion. Here's a quick way to get points. We have been saving up our not this guy not this guy either. I pulled an extra a spy master actually, which is great. He's my favorite of the rares. I pulled an extra one just from green shards. So we are going to fuse up these epics here. We've been saving onto these. We're going to do them now this weekend during this champion chase to get it early, an extra 250 points. And let's do number 2. Here we go. Number 2 coming in, not this guy. But yeah, this will give us a nice boost up and just help us to make this much easier. I mean, by doing this, essentially, I mean, this is 2 epics. This is pretty much 2 sacred shards worth in this champion chase, which is big. This doesn't always line up during a fusion. I remember there were a few last year where they had the champion chase was the first event, and you were just kind of screwed then. Like, you couldn't actually fuse things during champion chase. It was too early. But when the champion chase happens late in a fusion, bam, 500 points in the bank. Right, let's dive in though. Five sacred shards. Let's do this. Let's go. Okay, can we be lucky? I think there's a 12% chance per shard. So in 60% of the timelines, this is going to be the good timeline. And in 40%, it's the darkest timeline where not a hint of gold is found. Mistress of Hymns. I actually pulled her in my free-to-play, though my free-to-play's been kind of on the back burner. I've been playing more Awaken Chaos era. I mean, I probably shouldn't say that. Plarium might be listening in over the webcam, and they might reduce our rates. Got Talia. I think Talia is actually an okay early game champion. Triple hitter, counterattack on herself, so good for Fire Knight. AoE attack that can put bombs of Phoenixes on the same team. I think she's early game, but really not good outside of that. Looks really cool. It'd be fun if she got a buff at some point because she's a cool looking champion. Here we go. Here's the gold. Oh, okay. It's Razin Scarhide. You know what? That's actually, it's not that bad. You know, I'm basically free to play here. So I tell you what, you know what? Actually getting Razin Scarhide in, boom, 10% more HP for my Lizardmen. That's actually really good. You know what? I can live with that. The dupe system is actually making this fun. Because I'm going to get Romantu eventually. So Romantu, he's going to get 10% extra HP. That's nice. I do have a Draco Morph to build up at some point. Razin himself. And then there's actually a lot of good legendaries. Like Fushan is good. Basatha looks decent. I'll get him eventually. Vargal, really good now for Scarab. Krisk, I'll probably never get. But, you know, we can dream. I mean, there's a lot of good legendaries in there. But, hey, we hit 1 gold. Let's go again. Can we hit another gold? It's not the darkest timeline. Oh, we can hit another gold. Oh, no. It's another dupe, though. It is another dupe. The dupe system is coming in clutch today. Now, Nogdar the Headhunter. This is a really interesting champion. Let me know if you want a guide on this guy. I've had him on the back burner for ages. He is just funky. I know that Ash, for example, loves this guy. Brutal Verdict is A1. Heals him by 10% of his max HP and gives an extra turn if he kills an enemy. So he's pretty good at some wave clearing stuff. Then Gore Feast is an AoE attack that then sacrifices half of his max HP and puts some continuous heals on him. And he can even kill himself with this HP sacrifice, which is hilarious. But I believe it does hit pretty hard. His A3 then sacrifices half of his max HP and then equalizes HP levels with the target enemy. Yeah, and it goes down to one of the lowest HP. He can't kill himself with this skill, so that's good. And then he's got this, Headsman Return, that brings him back with half HP and turn meter if he dies when everyone else is alive. And then attack in all battles. So I think he can actually be pretty good for like clearing through Doom Tower waves and stuff like that. I think he can actually be kind of nice. And he keeps dying and picking himself back up. You put him in a Frenzy set, which is he gets turn meter whenever he loses HP, and because he keeps basically killing himself, right? He keeps giving himself turn meter, getting extra turns, and he's really fast. He just sort of blitzes everything down. Needs quite a big investment with books, though. It'd be a big investment to build this guy. But there you go, man. 2 Legos in a row. This is the bet, guys. I was thinking, you know, if you believe in, like, you know, multiple universes, like an infinite variety of multiple universes, like, surely there is a universe out there where every single time you pull a sacred shard in that universe, every time it is a legendary. And Plarium are freaking out. They're going like, how is he pulling so many legendaries? It's just, you know, if there's an infinite number of universes, you'll eventually find a universe where that sort of luck streak will eventually happen. It's insanely unlikely, but eventually could happen. Let's pull the last shard. Are we in that universe? Have we moved over? Oh, not quite. I was hoping. Maybe there's even a universe out there where every single person who ever played the game always pulls a legendary from Sacred Shards, and Plarium are like, what is going on? Reduce the rights, this is crazy. I don't know why they're this weird. That's not what Ukrainian, they're in the Ukraine, right? That's not what Ukraine sounds like. Sort of France via Arnold Schwarzenegger or something, but yeah, yeah, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it? Just nothing they can do. They put the rates down to 0.1%, but it's that just super unlikely universe where everyone always pull sacreds. Well, we got to actually, before I pull my summon rush stuff, let's stick this guy in Faction Guardians. Another good faction, honestly, for the Faction Guardians. Here we go. Boom. In they go. 10% HP for all my Orc legendaries now. Look at me building up the dupe system. So yeah, I don't really have it's a rather bare host of Orc Legos here. But hey, if we one day ever get that Warlord, we will get Varl, and we will get Gomlock from Doom Tower Hard eventually. I'm not too far off Gomlock. Krila is really good. Obviously, more HP for Iron Brago is great. And like Danag and Robar, pretty good nukers now. Not a bad faction at all. So yeah, extra HP there for the Orc legendaries. Yeah, I really don't want to empower anything until I've got my Faction Guardians built up. Like, unless I was able to push something to like +2 or higher. But there we go. We're actually at 2,284. Believe it or not, we are actually bang on. So that's actually pretty intense. This is pretty tough. This is a pretty tough champion chase, I would say, seeing as we had so many Sacred Shard events over the last week. You know, to get this, if you're super unlucky, you need like 8 Sacred Shards. If you pull 8 epics, that's going to get you to 2,000. I feel like we probably have more points than this. Maybe it just hasn't actually activated yet. Should we have more points? I don't know, maybe. But yeah, so that's going to be tough, but obviously fusing up those champions will help you to get there. I'm going to fuse up a third one, and then I also, another big tip as well that you probably will be doing, save your fragment summons. I've got a Scion I can summon in. I'm going to be obviously pulling green charts and stuff over the weekend, just as I'm, you know, finishing off the champion training event as well, and dropping rares and stuff potentially from just campaign farming. So I might get some more and push up further, but there we go. They were my pulls. I hope you had similar luck. I hope you're in that best timeline, guys. I hope you're not in that darkest timeline. It happens far too often, let's be honest. But yeah, I got a couple of dupes. I probably won't build up those dupes to do anything special, but it is still nice to get those dupes for the Faction Guardians at the very least, so I can't really complain. And the Summon Rush, oh yeah, look at that. We're up to 2,300 already, so it's updating slowly. We're already doing fine. So guys, thank you for watching. Good luck, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.